Hello everybody, what's going on? This is Andrew, and today is my 1 year anniversary of content creation. About a year ago, or exactly a year ago, I posted my first video on YouTube. And so today I wanted to do a little bit of a look back at everything I've done over the last year, talk a little bit about what I liked that I did, what I didn't like that I did, and plans for the future. So I hope that you'll come along with me on this ride. The first thing I want to talk about is Magic the Gathering. I have mostly been a Magic the Gathering channel. That's what I wanted to do when I started. I wanted to record myself playing decks and doing drafts because I felt like my inner monologue when I was playing a lot of these games was already pretty interesting. So I thought just saying the quiet part out loud would work. Could be cool, and so that's part of the reason why I wanted to start making videos. I had missed playing Magic with purpose, I guess. Playing on Arena is really different than playing in paper for me, and so I was trying to figure out a way to make it more fun, given that that's the only way I could play Magic at the time. So I started recording videos, and there have been 6 sets that have come out since I started. My first video was a call time draft, and then there was Strixhaven, Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, and then both the Innistrad sets, and now Kamigawa. There was a lot that was going on in Magic last year. We had some really busted cards like Alrund's Epiphany. We had some really sweet set designs like Strixhaven. I really thought that them experimenting with the core set and doing Adventures in the Forgotten Realms instead of a regular core set was kind of cool. And then the double Innistrad sets felt really neat. I think me and a lot of people kind of miss them doing multiple sets, like blocks like they used to. Sometimes it feels a little rushed running from one plane to the next, so doing 2 Innistrad sets right next to each other I thought was pretty cool. And now Neon Dynasty is out, and I think a lot of people are enjoying coming out with Neon Dynasty. I think the set was done really well. I've had fun playing the little bit that I've been playing recently, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for Magic. I've had a lot of fun watching and seeing what's been going on. Like I just mentioned, my first video ever was a call time draft, and my most recent video was a standard mono blue deck. And I feel like this kind of strangely really describes me as a Magic player pretty well. I like playing limited and competitive limited, especially first and foremost. Some of the most fun I've ever had as a Magic player is doing drafts on day 2 of a GP. The time drafts, the pressure that comes with that. I really enjoyed that, and I was really looking forward to trying to get back to there sometime soon, but you know, that's obviously not happening. But limited kind of describes me as a Magic player, I think. But when I do play constructed formats, I tend to like to play creature decks, especially like tempo aggro decks like Mono Blue Spirits. One of the best GP finishes I had at a constructed event was a Mono Blue deck back when Siren Storm Tamer and Curious Obsession were in Standard. So I feel like it's kind of neat that my first and most recent videos are both videos that kind of describe me as a Magic player. Over the last year, I had some videos that did particularly well, and I wanted to highlight some of them here. These 4 videos did way better than most of my videos, my average video. The Innistrad Midnight Hunt draft, I think my timing was good, and I think people were excited for the set. I put this video out on release day, and it got almost 1,000 views, and I thought that was really neat, and it kind of gave me some momentum to move forward. The deck building videos, I started to do these, I just kind of talk about new cards that are being spoiled for a little bit, kind of guess what decks they might go in. The video I did for the Humans deck when Innistrad Midnight Hunt was coming out did particularly well, which was kind of cool. Standard 2022. That was a format that they put out on Magic Arena before Innistrad came out, so that you could play a post-rotated format for a month and a half if you were tired of playing with the Throne of Eldraine cards. And I know a lot of people were. So the standard 2022 queues were a lot of fun and they were really popular. This Waking the Trolls deck especially was kind of a ramp control deck that wanted to play Waking the Trolls as its win condition. The deck was a lot of fun, more competitive than I expected it to be, and it has spawned a bunch of other fun combo control ramp decks that I played over the last few months. And then I played a decent amount of Historic this winter, trying out different decks, trying to learn the format, and you cannot keep me away from a good Nightpack Ambusher deck. Now, I don't know if that version of Temur Flash was a good Nightpack Ambusher deck, but I'm always going to try to play a Nightpack Ambusher deck if I can. I love the card. I think it's a lot of fun to play with. And yeah. In addition to just playing on the ladder, I've played in some events and uploaded some full tournament runs. Shortly after starting last year, I made day 2 of the Kaldheim Sealed Arena Open. And so I recorded that. It was one of the first big projects like that I did, and it was a lot of fun to do. And then recently, the Arena Decathlon happened, and the finals were Arena Cube Draft, and that was a ton of fun. I thought the Decathlon event itself was really cool. I liked that the finals was Arena Cube, and I hope that Wizards continues to do events like the Decathlon to keep us interested, because I think it's easy to kind of lose some interest in Arena. So more events like the Decathlon, please. And even though Arena is pretty good, you can play Magic whenever you want. There's a decent number of different formats on Arena. For most intents and purposes, it's doing its job and letting you play Magic whenever you want. I miss preparation for events. I miss there's a GP in 2 months. Let's track the format as closely as possible, try to figure out what's good and what's bad, and show up for the event with as well tuned a deck as we can. I miss that. I miss playing in events. And playing events on Arena or through Arena are not quite hitting the same, but playing one every once in a while is giving me a little bit of that back. So I'll probably play in more tournament events in the future, so look forward to that. So even though this channel has been mostly for Magic, and when I started it, that was what it was going to be focused on. It was going to be Magic first and then other stuff secondary, but I always did want the other stuff to be a part of it. I've spent a decent amount of time playing other things, so I'm going to talk about some of those other things now. As I move into the second year of making videos, I want to spend a bit more time on this part of my channel. I'll still play a lot of Magic. That's not really going anywhere, but I want to focus on playing some of these other games that I enjoy. Pokemon is one that means a lot to me. I grew up playing this game with my little brother. We bonded playing these games over the years, and it's still something that I look forward to playing even today. So I want to spend a little bit more time playing Pokemon games and making Pokemon videos. In particular, I had mentioned, if anybody watched, if you watched my Nuzlocke, I mentioned that there was a redemption video coming out that is in the works. It's very close to being here, so stay tuned for that and for videos like that. Yeah, I want to branch out a little bit and do something a little different than what I've been doing for the past year. So I've got plans. I hope you enjoy what I've been working on. So just to recap, this year I played my first ever Pokemon Nuzlocke, and I got to play that with my brother. If you don't know, a Nuzlocke is a set of self-imposed rules to make a Pokemon game more difficult. Most of the time, you can only catch one Pokemon per route, and if a Pokemon faints, it's dead forever. So makes those games quite a bit harder. In addition to doing the Nuzlocke with my brother, I played some Pokemon Unite, Pokemon's new MOBA. It was pretty fun. It was okay. I kind of fell off at a certain point, but I enjoyed it, and maybe I'll revisit it at some point. But to me, one of the most exciting games that came out last year was the new Pokemon Snap game. I feel like this game was a long time in the making, and it was basically everything that I wanted in a new Pokemon Snap game. The original was a ton of fun, and I'd been wanting them to do something like this for a long time. My wife Sarah and I played through the main storyline of that game together, and it was a really thing for us to do together. And it was a different kind of video than the Magic content. Obviously, it was more of a playthrough versus just like gameplay. It was really cool and really fun. And then I had a couple other wildcard videos. When the Animal Crossing New Horizons final update came out and the Happy Home Designer DLC came out, Sarah and I recorded a few videos with her at the wheel, her driving the game, showing off her island and exploring some of the new DLC stuff. She played a lot of those games, and those games mean a lot to her, so it was fun to play through a little bit of that game with her and feature that on the channel. I thought that was really cool. And then I completed 2 Civilization 6 playthroughs. I've always enjoyed playing the Civ games, but I kind of got into them a little later. I think I played Civ 4 just a smidge, and then Civ 5, and then a lot more Civ 6. And I had watched a lot of other Civ YouTubers, and I thought that them doing their videos was interesting, so I wanted to try it. So I did 2 playthroughs, a Coupe game and an Emanator game. The Coupe game, I find the cliffs of Dover after they had buffed it really early on in the game, and that game ends up being a lot of fun. The Emanator game is a desert-based game. They're pretty different games, but I had a lot of fun recording, editing, and kind of producing a different style of video. I thought that was really cool. And that about wraps up my first year on YouTube. I went from 0 subscribers to 98 subscribers, and I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty bad at self-promoting and like telling everybody that I know about what I've done. So I was just kind of putting videos up and seeing what happened. And so getting 98 subscribers, some of those are friends and family, but some of those are not, is pretty cool, and I'm pretty proud of that. 265 videos, that's a lot, and I had a whole lot of fun doing it. I'm excited for the next year, and I'm going to be uploading just as consistently, but probably less frequently. So I'll have some sort of new release schedule, but I won't have videos out every single day. Like I said, I'm gonna take a step back and try to produce more different videos, while still having Magic be kind of the main thing, but probably less of a main thing as it was in the last year. So, like I said, stick around for more Magic and Pokemon. Let me know if there's some other game that you think I should try. And thank you so much for the year and for being here, for watching my videos. I really appreciate it, and I'm excited to keep doing this. So stick around. Thanks so much.